Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Dear Captain.
Red flag.
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
Or
love
more
you.
wine.
She's gonna say that sometimes.
Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised.
This is ill-advised.
Hi, Biffs.
Hello. Welcome to Ill-Advised.
Podcast where two best friends tell you what to do after someone else already has.
Like your local liquor store seller.
And not your hormones. We feeling it today?
Touche.
We feeling it.
Yeah, well, you know, because we're on the same cycle.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, why am I crying at everything?
Because I'm on Steph's period.
It's literally it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm chopping an onion and onions don't make me cry. Why am I crying? I was like, it must be the onion.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'll go and say thank you to someone, then start crying. Be like, I'm on Steph's period.
I mean, it's gotta, women sync up.
I was going to say, we sunk up.
We synced up.
Or we synced up. I don't know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Ever since then, this is when we should be avoiding each other. Oh no, we've been past our mean part.
Yeah.
Now we're in our emotional
Crying.
part. Yeah, great.
So we should stay together.
Is that why my tits are tender?
Right.
It wasn't the workout?
Yes.
Got it.
Usually it's prior, but we came a little early this month. A little
That's a
surprise
sign,
while
yeah.
you're running out at Walmart in your jeans.
Oh, nice. Those jeans make it to the wash yet?
No.
Great.
Anywho,
So,
how you doing?
Oh, is that your answer? I don't have to
Yeah,
ask.
I'm just like a little bit of a train off tracks right now. Just like, I don't know what am I doing? That's like every second of my life. It's like, wait, what? When you walk into the room and you're just like, what did I come in here for? It's like every second of me right now.
Well, that's my everyday life. Why am I in here? Because I think I can do everything
All things.
at once.
You kind of do. You kind of can.
No, I'm just really good at selling it.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
You're welcome. So for me, I feel like maybe a train off its tracks might actually resonate, but I couldn't be in a better place, if that makes sense. But I'm also like, I should be lost right now.
Hold on. So oh no, train off the tracks isn't necessarily
Right.
lost,
Right.
but you feel like you should be lost and
Right.
you're not.
Like I'm in a good place, but I feel I should be not. I feel like I should be mentally like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, things are going good. All right, self-sabotage. Let's throw another shoe in there. So one of them can
One of
drop.
them is dropping.
One of
so
them's
I
dropping.
can be right
Exactly.
about my projection.
I know. Talk about fucking controlling. You know what I mean? Like you controlled your way into a good place and now you're going to control yourself out of it.
Yeah. By buying
Fucking
extra shoes.
Type A
Just
bullshit.
to prove your own story.
Oh my God. It's a very, very tough place to be in a good place.
I feel like many can relate to that.
I think so too. I think this is pretty universal. I'm like, I should be like really upset that I'm not working right now and I should be looking for work. But I'm like, fuck it.
Yellow.
I'm
Enjoy my
enjoying
summer while I can.
everything. It's not even the summer. I wish I were enjoying the summer. It just rains every time I'm like, I'm going to go outside.
Oh yeah, or it's cloudy.
Yeah.
The one day we go to a pool together.
Right. But, I mean, otherwise I'm good. I could complain about things, but not anything worth complaining about. Although I did Sherry Papini. Spoiler alert for everyone listening. If you haven't watched it on Hulu yet, you're going to want to tune out. Just hit the fast forward button a few times until we start talking about questions.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I knew right off the bat. I was like, this is a 3-part series. It's not the husband. It's too easy.
Well, yeah, he's right in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
The interview. So yeah, that kind of gives
It's
it away
way
that
too
like
easy.
he wouldn't be doing the interview.
Yep.
If
Well, and the way that they were painting him too, like that was purpose. That was purpose.
purposeful.
Is that the right word?
I think so.
You know when you...
Yes, I do it every second.
Thank you. But I think that they did that to throw us off track where it's like you see him laughing while he's getting questioned and like, you know, over dramatized drama, if you will, crying and all this stuff. So it was like, I don't know. I mean, it could be him, the way that they're painting.
Yeah, it's always the...
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, she's dead. They're talking about her in the past tense. So she must never have found her way home or must never have escaped, and no one knows the story. Like they found her body somewhere. So that's like the trajectory. And then we got to the last episode and I was like, fucking gone, girl. I should have kept that in my head because that's how you brought it up.
When did you start, like, hold on here?
I would say, was it the second episode when she was found? And it was somewhere in the hospital. She's like, I'm not talking to anybody. Somebody is in on it or something like that.
They told me.
Yep. That one of
that,
you.
Yeah.
And then it never got brought up again. That one of them was in on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But like when that happened, I was like, this already doesn't feel okay. Plus your history. Something reads psychological, imbalance, mishap, whatever. So when it was like, oh, she did it to herself. Of course she fucking did. Of course she did.
See, I'm such a friggin' expert at like calling these types of things.
You are.
And I never one time was like, this bitch made up this whole story. I knew something was off instantly when he walked into the hospital and she not one time asked about the kids. Where's my kids? Sure, ask for your husband first. I feel like that's pretty typical, right? But like immediately following that,
my kids,
I want my child.
Yep.
Like, where's my child? Where's my husband? You know? And she not one time, not once was like, how are the kids? Where are the kids? Can you bring the kids? I want to see the kids.
Yeah.
Not once. And I'm like, that for me, that was just like a huge something upstairs is not finished being built.
Yeah. Yeah. And that 911 call when she was quote unquote found was also suspicious to me.
Oh, when he says she said her boyfriend kicked her out of the car and she was like, no, no. Yeah.
That no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch it if you haven't watched it. If you decided to get the spoiler because you're not a true crime fan.
Yeah. What in the
I don't even know if you can class it. I mean, it definitely was a crime, but it wasn't. But it was mostly.
Yeah. I think 48 Hours did an interview with it. So like it counts.
Yeah. So just fucking watch it. It's just
true crime fan or not. It's
literally
super friggin' worth the watch.
You know, I'm not into true crime. Meanwhile, on my podcast, Q.
True crime.
Or when I show up with you, I'm like over here, like investigation discovery.
Yes.
Died of mysterious causes. Antifreeze. Again? Again?
It's funny. I was going to text you the other night because I fall asleep, obviously, to my little crime shows. Yep. And I woke up in the morning to Death by Cheesecake. Some lady, I don't know if it was like her husband or neighbor or something. I was half asleep, but she had poisoned cheesecake or something like that and like brought it to her neighbor or to her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Death by Cheesecake. And I was like, I got to send this one to Biff.
Oh, I can make it.
Good to know.
I'll just
if I ever order cheesecake from Manor Maid.
No shit.
Just know
that it's spiked with coolant. If it tastes like Gatorade, it's over.
Oh, we need to find a new one because that one comes up in
toxicology now. Yeah. Let's have our own
paninis.
No.
Gatorade.
Let's have our own version of antifreeze.
Oh.
Yeah. Our own poison. White wine.
You got to read it in your Australian accent.
I don't have one.
Donkey.
That's my Scottish accent.
All right, we'll make
and I don't have one of those either. This is Yalumba.
Zero clue. I couldn't even pronounce the type of wine it was.
Yalumba, family winemakers since 1849.
Ooh.
From South Australia, and it's vegan. No animals were harmed in the stomping of these grapes.
Oh, thank God.
The Y-Series Viognier, Viognier. And it's got 91 points from JamesSuckling.com.
Oh, I like a suckling.
Yeah, I love suckling.
What year is it?
2021.
Okay.
And it says, the artworks featured across our Y-Series collection are inspired by the nature that surrounds our vineyards. Viognier. It's phonetically written in the back.
Oh.
Viognier.
Viognier all day.
All day. Lively stone fruit, honeysuckle, and white flowers with a refreshing finish make this Viognier. Did I pronounce it right the first time? Who cares?
We'll listen back.
Made with minimal winemaker intervention and 100% wild yeast fermentation. And then it says, number 5, leaves and tendrils. Oh, that's the artwork that's on it. Also known as the YMCA.
Yeah, definitely the exact same Y. Can I see the artwork? Oh, looks like grape
Leaves and tendrils.
leaves. Let's try.
Shall we?
What enticed me was the honeysuckle.
Yeah, I love to suckle some honey. Cheers.
All right. Sounds great.
Oh, that stone fruit comes through.
What's a stone fruit? I was going to ask you.
Fruit with the stone in the middle with like a pit.
Oh, like a peach?
Mm-hmm. Nectarine.
I never knew they were called stone fruits.
Oh, it's the series of fruit that I'm allergic to. Bottoms up.
I can't even drink it now because I'm going to be paranoid that you're going to like swell up.
There's no anaphylaxis.
I swear there's no antifreeze in here.
It doesn't taste like Gatorade. Plus, if we were going to be poisoning each other with anything, it would be the Kool-Aid.
Oh, we don't drink?
No, I mean the Kool-Aid. We're drinking the Kool-Aid. We are a cult.
Oh, right. We are the Kool-Aid that others drink.
Ah.
I don't know what I taste.
Yeah, the first sip didn't give a lot. I did get like a floral aroma and kind of I definitely got stone fruit, but I can't pick out anything like specific. That means you need a second one, that look on your face.
Yeah. I was going to say at the back of my throat when I swallowed, I got like a hint of lemony.
Yeah. It actually smells a little like lemon zesty, but not the zest, the pith, the white part.
You would know the fucking difference of...
I would. Okay, number 2.
Like fucking lemon is lemon is lemon.
Mm-mm.
I know.
It's a little oaky. That back of the tongue dryness.
I got the oaky this time.
It's not terrible though.
No, it's not.
Oakiness. Third one?
Yeah, I'm still not like...
Yeah, the look on your face doesn't even make me want to ask you what you taste.
Don't say anything first so I can...
Okay, third one. It literally just tastes like stone fruit to me. Like white fleshed fruit.
Yeah, it was the second sip. I was almost feeling like it was like a hint of like a peachy or like a nectarine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because what's the difference between a peach and a nectarine?
The nectarine is not fuzzy. It's in the same family. They're not the same fruit. Yeah, I'm just getting like stone fruit. And honeysuckle is typically like, is that the grassy smell that you would get? Because I'm not getting grassy from this at all.
Oh, I thought honeysuckle actually smells like honey.
Oh, no.
It doesn't?
No, I don't think so.
I don't fucking know. I like it. It was also only, what, $13.99, something like that?
Yeah.
I think I'd get it again to like have for a random visitor. Like, oh, you want a glass of wine with my charcuterie?
Oh, everything that we described, the stone fruit, the floral, and the citrus notes, that's also what honeysuckle tastes like. And it carries a sweet floral honey flavor.
Oh, so I guess we're right.
Yeah, that's what the label says. So I think, right? I read that.
Yeah.
Viognier.
Stone fruits and honeysuckle.
Yeah, Viognier.
Did it say what honeysuckle smells like, though? Because why would it be called honeysuckle if it fucking tastes like lemons and peaches?
Well, it's got a sweet floral honey flavor, but it can have like those hints.
Oh.
It's like a perfumed bitter honey. Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a flower that I smell, and it's like, oh, it really smells like honey.
Yeah, it's like a floral honey smell that you're getting.
Anywho, I'm going to say maybe 4.5.
Give it a 4. I would have it again. I would buy it to have it. It'd be a great glass to cook dinner with.
Yeah, I like
give
it.
To guests.
I feel like it's one to keep in the wine thing.
Yeah.
Rack.
The wine holder.
Closet.
Counter.
Holder. Fridge.
Cellar. Sold.
Okay.
You got questions this week.
I always have so many questions.
Oh, no one, not yet in your 30 some odd years of life, has had a response for you.
Why do you think I'm becoming a psychologist?
You're not supposed to diagnose yourself.
Why do you think I'm becoming a psychologist? Because I don't have to. Who's the professional here?
Right.
Me or you?
But the psychologists aren't supposed to. Listen, I think it should be a prerequisite. And we talked about this when we had Rachel on. Like, I think all psychologists should be in therapy to keep their license.
Oh, I think most of them are, right?
Yeah, but not all of them.
Oh, but don't all of them at least have like an advisor type of...
I don't know.
I feel like I constantly was being told by Lucy, like, I'm going to talk to it wasn't like therapist. It was like my person above me.
Oh, probably
about that one.
Hierarchy at work, maybe.
Yeah, but it was like
my therapist owns his own practice, so he doesn't have to consult with higher ups.
But it was like about psychology stuff. It wasn't like.
Oh, okay.
It was like.
Yeah, maybe there is a mentor that they work with.
Yeah. I don't think she said, I'm trying to remember the specific word because I feel like every other session she's like, I'm going to talk to whatever about that.
Oh my God.
I'll come back next session. And I was like, great.
I'm not going to be able on this page anymore. Like,
thank you for making me feel even worse.
Well, let's use this professionalism that we've developed to,
to do some AITAs.
Yeah.
Auntie AITAs. With our Australian wine.
Yeah, crikey.
Don't you know?
Seriously.
Right.
Ikey dokey. Right now.
This is from 1 year ago.
Mm.
Am I the asshole for freaking out when my wife locked our son out of the house at night after he drank alcohol? I, male 39.
How come we're inside?
How come we're inside?
Yeah. The amount of times that we came home after drinking alcohol, is that like a standard for parenting?
My sister got locked out.
That's a different story. And also your sister.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, you are firstborn. I was going to use the after,
Oh, yeah.
After a couple kids, they're just like, just fucking go inside and get a bucket.
Right. Yeah.
But you are.
Okay.
You also were a really trustworthy kid, I feel like.
Yeah, enough with my goody two shoes. Just fucking read.
You asked the question.
I did not.
You did.
About my
How come we're in that
standing
in the house?
I didn't drink.
Matter of fact, to answer your question,
I didn't drink enough as a child.
I used to have to use the excuse that I was drunk even when I wasn't because I knew that was like the least.
Yeah, because you thought it worked.
No, because if I told my dad anything other than alcohol, he's gonna kill me.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm in the house because I used to just be like, I'm drunk, sorry. And it'd be like, go the fuck to bed. We'll talk tomorrow.
My mom didn't catch me very often, but if she had, when I was underage, did you drive? No. Okay.
You also couldn't get drunk.
I know. Back then, I could drink anything. Now I'm like, I licked that wine and someone needs to take me to a meeting.
Take me to a meeting. Okay. I, male 39, have a 16-year-old son with my wife, female 40. This incident happened a few days ago and she's still mad at me.
Imagine holding on to a grudge from a few days ago.
Maybe if you would just acknowledge her, you wouldn't be on the couch still.
And maybe give her more than, 48 hours.
I was on a work trip, so my wife was at home with her son. When I got back, I found out that he had been hanging out with his friends and they convinced him to drink some beer and he got a little drunk.
That beer came out as a question, Biff. Is it spelled beer? Do you know if it's beer?
No, I was just reading he drank some beers and that's not. Oh. They convinced him to drink some beer and he got a little drunk.
Oh, okay. It sounded like they convinced him to drink some beers,
and he got a little
the
drunk.
Inflection, and he got drunk. Everything's a question.
I was saying beer because did that make sense if it's not plural?
Okay, got it.
I'm not saying what he did was right, but him and I had a talk about it and it's fine. The problem is that when he came home and my wife found out, she was furious and kicked him out and refused to let him back in until the morning. He was begging her to let him in, but she wouldn't. When I found out, I was furious. Regardless of what he did, she made a slightly drunk teenager stay outside by himself at night. Something very bad could have happened to him. We had an argument over it. I asked her how the hell she thought that was okay. She just kept saying that it's our son's fault for drinking alcohol. My wife isn't really talking to me right now, and my son isn't talking to his mom. I feel like I'm in the right, but maybe I'm not. Am I the asshole?
Wait, who locked him outside? The
Mom
wife did?
Dad was away.
Mm-hmm.
Son went out, got drunk, came home. Mom was like, no. And Mom locked him outside.
What's the question?
Dad's mad at Mom. Mom and Dad are fighting because Dad's like, you shouldn't have done that.
Right.
So he said, my wife isn't really talking to me now, and my son isn't talking to Mom.
Right.
I feel like I'm in the right, but maybe I'm not. Am I the asshole?
But what was the question? Like at the beginning, the headline, am I the asshole for locking my son out?
No, for freaking out when my wife locked our son out.
Oh, see, I hear what I want to.
Don't we know?
So freaking out when the wife locked
He
him out.
freaked out on his wife for
Mhm.
locking the drunk son out.
Okay.
And so now mom and dad are fighting, and now mom and son are fighting, and dad thinks dad's right.
Got it. Sounds like, so I'm going to assume that got him to try some beer and also him,
Slightly drunk.
right. Like he's
Like
young.
Dad knows.
He's young. Like,
Dad
I'm
was
gonna
there.
assume he's a young guy. You know what I mean?
It's not his first
No,
beer.
but I'm going to assume he's young if they're
Yeah,
if
16.
that's a point. Oh,
16.
that's right. That's right. 16-year-old. So I get it, wanting to punish your kid for that, but I feel like the punishment does not match the crime. You know what I mean? It also almost feels like I have two things in my head. Mom's type A found something she couldn't control, so she made it a situation she could from one type A to another. Only I wouldn't lock my kid out of the house personally. Or mom has some PTSD as it pertains to alcohol use.
Oh.
But I wish that they'd talked about how they use alcohol as the adults in the house. So he's not talking to his wife or she's not talking to him.
Wife's not talking to hubby. Son's not talking to mom.
So she made an executive decision while you were away
Mm-hmm.
for both of you. Would she have made that decision while you were home?
It sounds like she may not have been able to.
Yeah.
You know, like dad
Yeah.
would have been like, you're not locking him out. Like, I'll take care of this. Go to bed.
I don't know. When your kid shows up drunk, to me, my instinct is like, you're going to be safe at home rather than drunk out on the streets.
Yes, like, thank you for coming home.
Yep. Now, we'll talk about this in the morning when you're sober.
When you're sober, right.
And also plan on giving me your phone when you wake up.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? Like, punishment needs to be, like, equal. You know, I actually don't think alcohol use is I'm not going to finish that sentence because I just rationalized it at the same time that I was going to say it. It's not the end of the world, but I understand.
Right, you can't
as a parent.
condone it.
Right. Thank you for putting that in very, very acceptable PC terms. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'm just thinking, I was the drunk 16-year-old coming home. You know what I mean?
Sure were.
Thankfully, my parents were not. That sounded horrible. Thankfully, my parents were divorced at the time.
I mean, didn't you guys like vouch for it? But like, never mind.
We did. We did ask, like, why did you fucking wait till now? Like, you guys should have. But anyways, I love both my parents. Just throwing that out there. My mom would have locked us out.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And my dad would have been like, just like, she also was drunk when she came home last night. You didn't lock her out then. Like,
right. Because your mom can
my
be a
dad
little
was
oblivious,
very
innocent, almost.
My mom, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. My sweet, naive mother.
Yeah.
She
It could be.
But what stuck with me for my entire life, even now as a parent myself, my dad always made sure if you're out, I don't care what you're doing.
Mhm.
I don't care what's going on. I don't care where you went. I don't care if you snuck out when you were grounded. And if you need me
Mhm.
for anything, call. I'm
No
coming. No
questions
questions asked.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me forever. And we actually would.
Yep.
Can't tell you how many times my brother called my dad. I'm hammered in the middle of the woods somewhere, lost.
That's tits.
And
Am
my
I
dad
thinking
had
about
to
the
go.
right brother?
Yes. Yes. And my dad had to go at like 2, 3 in the morning searching all the
Dad.
woods.
Dad,
Like,
I had a tits night.
what's around you? What can you see? Trees, Dad. I see trees, right? Like,
this is exactly the brother.
yeah. So,
I think it's an oak or a maple.
this one has bark on it.
Fucking.
This one has no branches.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Anyway, so I'm with you that like, I'm going to be more stressed out
Mhm.
locking my kid out of the
Yeah.
house than my kid being safe and sound in bed drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think,
Like,
I think that dad is in the right by being upset about that. Like, well, I just gave him permission to be upset. Hello, narcissist. No, I mean, just like I would be upset about it too. And it's not something that she needs to apologize to him about. I think mom should kind of apologize to her son.
Well, mom doesn't think she's wrong.
Mom doesn't think she's wrong, but mom's going to kind of live with the son not talking to her because that was like, it amounts to cruel and unusual punishment. You know what I mean? Did he sleep on the driveway in the garage? Like, where do you,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that's more stressful to me as a parent.
I just don't think it's like she's not talking to you fine because maybe she's embarrassed. Maybe she sees that she's wrong. Maybe
no, I think
she's rash.
I'm right.
Yep. And that
Leave
could
me
be
alone.
very possible.
That's what, for me, that's what it felt
but
like.
to mend this is on her. She took an action that she needs to live with.
But what if she genuinely doesn't see anything wrong with what she did? Then she
it's
still
be
wrong?
Status quo until she breaks down and realizes that she needs to kind of take a step back and look.
But if she believes that that's the right thing to do, is she wrong? You know what I mean? We don't get to say.
Sherry Papini thought it was okay to tie Ziploc bags with alcohol around her kids' fucking necks so that they got sick so she could take them to the doctors. And she thought that was okay.
Extreme, but understood.
I just found that to be super fucking fascinating.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And sad.
Like I want to see her whole list of diagnoses.
Okay, thank you for saying list of diagnoses. I want to see her whole.
No, I think you've seen enough.
No shit.
Shall I?
Yeah, please, please.
Voted.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Not the asshole. I don't think he's the asshole.
Yeah.
I think mom's the asshole for pulling her stunt. We're over here giving advice. Hoping to match up with an advice columnist.
This is what we do.
I know. I know. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Not
Guys,
the asshole.
Wrong thread. illadvisedthepodcast.com.
So both our votes are not the asshole. And Reddit's vote is not the asshole.
Finally, they got it right. Give some comments on that.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to read that one.
Oh, I think I need you to. No?
Okay, but you're editing. Not the asshole. Leslie Mahaffey, a victim of serial killers Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka, was locked out of her house by her parents the night they kidnapped her. They took turns making videos of them. I don't need to continue.
All done?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so...
Have your wife research that case, and I bet she never locks him out again.
Oh,
edit.
My God.
Edit. I got a bunch of awards for this comment. Thank you for that.
Oh, my God.
Although I have gotten banned every other time I've been on Reddit in the past for arguing with trolls and have no idea what to do with them.
Dude, that's literally life. That's like walking down a high school hallway. Like, thanks for the participation trophy. That's enough for me, Biff. That's the best comment because it supports our...
Neither one of us said
No, but it supports he's not going to be safe outside.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'd rather
I would be way more stressed.
Yeah.
Like, where are you sleeping? Are you cold?
Exactly.
Do you need a pillow?
Right.
Get the fuck in your bed.
I hope she didn't sleep that night. Maybe that's why she's mad.
Ready for another sun one?
Oh, sure. As one myself, I know that we can fuck up exponentially. And it's not just because of that Y chromosome.
Well, then why? Tell us. Non-chromosome.
Because of dads, drunks, and divorcees.
I take it back. Don't tell us. Am I the asshole? Oh, this was also 1 year ago. Am I the asshole for telling my son he can't stay with me when I found out why his wife kicked him out?
Oh my God. Was he drunk too?
I don't know.
People, do we know? This is the wrong podcast to be asking these questions.
Why?
Because we're drinking while we read them.
Oh.
Like, lock us out, motherfucker.
They do. It's called next.
They hit
thumbs
that fast
down
forward button. Oh my
Do not
God.
play more like this.
Yes, please don't.
My daughter-in-law is pregnant with my first grandchild. She is suffering from placenta previa. I think I said that right. She is on bed rest. It would be dangerous for her to have sex. So my asshole son decided that he should cheat. She found out and kicked him out of the house. He came to stay with us because, quote unquote, she was having crazy pregnancy hormones.
Oh.
Every time he called her, they would fight. After a couple of days, we told him to go see if she calmed down. Her mom is staying with them, so we weren't worried about her. My wife called her to check in and found out the truth. I'm very upset.
Sorry.
I'm very upset.
It is written that way?
I'm
Okay,
very
the face
upset, period.
looked like, oh, this is going to be good. And you were right. You just made me smash my mug, my glass.
I'll smash your mug.
Bet you will. Please continue.
When he got home from work, I told him he needed to get out of my house. He wasn't someone I wanted to associate with at the moment, and it would be best if he wasn't near me. My wife tried to say that I was being too hard on him, that I should just give them a chance to work things out. I can't even look at him. I don't want such a stupid boy in my house.
Oh.
My wife and I are still fighting about it, and I am willing to die on this hill. Go daddy. Or zaddy. Asshole or not, Biff?
Full grown ass adult.
Assuming
the son.
Yes.
Because
married with a child on the way.
Great. So right now, don't fucking crucify a hypocrite for saying, no, bitch.
Kick him out the house.
Kick him out the house. Like, I don't think this is an asshole, not the asshole thing. Like, everybody's the asshole here. That's still an option, right? I think everybody's the asshole here. Like, he and his son, because that's an extreme punishment. Like,
not if he's an adult.
Not if he's an adult, but I mean, like, that's an extreme, like, the situation, if you don't agree with it, is fine, but it's not between you and your son, between your son and his wife, right? Girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And they do need to work it out. But after you found out what happened, you kicked him out. He was embarrassed to tell you the truth.
Or not embarrassed.
Well, he said that it was like pregnancy problems and not that he cheated.
Right.
Yeah.
Which could just be, I'm a fucking asshole and I'm not, you know what I mean?
Oh.
She's just dramatic. I only banged one girl.
Oh, a narcissist.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be. We don't know.
We don't know. It could be a bunch of things.
It doesn't feel it wasn't like I fucked up. She's fucking hates me as she should.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was like, she's crazy and pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
The son's the asshole.
I think he's an asshole too. I say everybody sucks here because I'm not necessarily like, oh, I found out and I kicked my kid out. It's still like, for me, it's like, that's still my kid. Yeah, I'm disappointed in him. But, this is the real world, blah, blah, blah. You have me, but, also my
I didn't raise you this way.
Grandchild has me. I didn't raise you that way. Very valid.
Also, how are you going to learn if you can just come back home?
Yeah.
I know, I'm torn. I'm on the fence.
But he didn't come right back home. He already got kicked out of one place. She's punishing him.
Right. Every time you get in trouble, you can come home.
She should punish him. She hasn't let him home.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like our kids made a choice and they have to live with it. It's not impacting me per se. Yes, it is.
I was going to say,
yes, it is.
Take it back.
But per se, it's not like, it's not my personal life. Right. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It's a back and forth. But if you keep him in the house, cancel culture says you're also canceled.
Yeah, I'm very much on the fence. Like, listen, your decision. You got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Live with it now.
Yeah.
You can't come home. You shouldn't have been a fucking dickwad and get your dick in a wad.
I don't disagree with that at all. It's just like, I'm going to kick my kid out when I have the means to be there for my kid.
My adult kid who
I know. But for me, it's like I'm assuming this is like the first big mistake this kid's done, right?
I'm not assuming that.
Well,
given his response of like, I fucking cheated on my pregnant wife who's bedridden.
Yeah. I'm just talking about for the sake of what I'm about
decided to say.
I don't mean generally. Like, I don't actually think
that. Oh my God, she's just crazy and pregnant hormones.
Yeah. I don't actually think what I'm going to say. I'm just like, from what to justify what I'm going to say, like for argument's sake, thank you. Like, just like my kid made a mistake. He needs to live with it. How can I support him? You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, how can I be there for my kid who's going through this time as a result of his stupidity? And I'm not going to fix it for him because that's enabling him. But I'm also not going to make him spend $200 a night at a motel.
Yeah, I'm torn. I'm super torn.
I am too. Dad's the writer?
Yeah.
I want to say that he's not the asshole, but I also think everybody's the asshole here. That's where I'm at. But if I'm going to go with popular vote, I think Dad is not the asshole.
Well, don't try to guess the vote. Give us your vote.
I think everybody's the asshole here. That was my vote.
That was your vote.
Yep. But I think if we did it the other way around, everyone would still be the asshole here. So this is what neutral ground looks like. And also you asked a Libra, so fuck you.
As a non-Libra, I can't relate.
So sorry. You're just a Cancer. Zodiac sign.
Just.
I know I had to say it that way.
Just.
Had to say it that way. I know. I was like, do it for a reaction. And now I'm looking at your face and I'm like, I'm the asshole.
So all that I'm stuck on is like, my dad's not going to kick out my brother had that been my brother.
No.
But also, I don't think I would be mad at my dad if he was like, figure it out.
I know.
You fuck, like, duh. No shit, you got kicked out. You ain't coming home. That's your fucking wife, pregnant, sick with your first child. Figure it out.
Yep.
So.
Yep, to everything you said.
I think I'm just going to say dad's not the asshole. I think
okay, I see the logic that you're following, which makes sense. Yeah, dad's not an asshole for doing it because, like, sure.
You made your bed.
You're an asshole
don't get to lay in it now.
For making your bed.
Right.
And your dad's an asshole for undoing it. But also, yeah, I can see all of that. But that's what I mean by, like, the neutrality of it. It's like, sure, take care of your kid, but also, like, what the fuck, dude? I wish that there was a middle ground that wasn't everybody's the asshole here. That was like, everyone's going to make it at the end of the day.
Like, here's a pillow and a sleeping bag, sleep in the garage.
We're going to be all right. You know what I mean? Like, asshole, not the asshole. We're going to be all right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like a we're going to be all right. Okay, well, the vote is not the asshole. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole.
The OP did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe this is why he's asking, like, am I the asshole?
Oh, okay, got it.
My son cheated on his pregnant wife and lied to me about why she kicked him out. I might be the asshole for telling him and his mother that he cannot stay in my house because I cannot stand to look at his stupid face.
Oh my God, that reminds me of another question we've done.
Not the asshole. Never the asshole for such integrity. Your son most definitely is. And I suspect his enabling mommy is as well.
Okay,
kudos to you for doing the right thing. I can't believe OP's wife is saying he's being too hard on his son. Like, his son isn't being too hard on his wife, who is currently pregnant.
Very good perspective.
By cheating. The selective outrage is astounding. Another?
Please, because I'm still thinking about that one and I'm like, he's an asshole, but he's not an asshole. He's enabling, but not enabling.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm just like, my dad would never. He'd call one of my brothers like, you're a shitbag, but like, go upstairs.
This is the luck of the draw. Essentially, like, you've got a 50-50 chance and you've got to live with it. We're all going to be all right.
All right. 1 year ago. Am I the asshole for checking my husband's dash cam footage on his car without his consent?
Is he a cop? Because you're breaking the law.
All right, really? I thought the dash cam is there for not public use. But like, here's my released dash cam footage.
You're taking someone's property without their consent is stealing, so it's against the law.
She's not taking it. She's checking it. She's watching his videos. She's not stealing. I see no crimes committed.
You are onto something with public, but we'll break that down some other time when there's no one involved and you and I are sitting in front of torts, laws, and judges.
Got it. So never.
We're talking about it.
I, 34 female, live with my husband, 37 male, and daughter, 7 female. My daughter and I recently went on a short trip out of state while my husband stayed as he had work and was supposed to look after our dog. On the last day of our trip, we got a call from my husband who was acting distraught and said that our dog, Ellie, had run away and that he could not find her. He claimed she just bolted away from him in the park, into some bushes, and he could not find her. Our dog is quite small, a mini poodle mix, and almost 13 years old.
Oh, an old moodle.
She is still active,
Because she's not dead. That's what I say about people above 80.
Still active because they're not dead.
Right. I'm not going to make it that far, but you know.
She's still active, but it is really unlike her to run away from us. And I was suspicious, but chose to believe my husband. And me and my daughter were in grief, but did not want to blame him. When we came back home, he seemed surprisingly okay, unlike us. Ever since the pandemic, my husband started working from home, and he has always been annoyed at how much attention we gave Ellie and hated how Ellie begged to sit on our laps and his while he worked. A few days later, we got a call from an animal rescue in a neighboring state, quite far from us, that she had been found. I picked the phone up, and it was our landline, which we almost never use these days, but was the contact on the microchip. I told my husband, and he just said, "That is great. I am so happy." But it felt kind of blunt and insincere. I said it is strange that she got so far, and he responded that someone must have stolen her and then abandoned her. This made little sense to me, as why would that happen? When he was out drinking with his buddies, I copied the videos from his dash cam for the days I was away and saw that he had indeed taken Ellie far out of state and clearly dropped her in front of his car, thrown a frisbee-like object into a field, yelled fetch, and drove off without her. I was livid and confronted him, and he just stupidly muttered how he dropped her there so she could find a farm and have a better life, and then the next day got really angry at me for viewing his dash cam and called me and my daughter assholes. What? This is not what I thought we were checking the dash cam for.
Okay. When you first started reading it based on the title, I'm like, all right, you clearly didn't trust him for something else or for anything.
I was thinking cheating, female.
Right. And so like you obviously like because you're not rebuilding or trying to rebuild that trust, that like you're kind of doomed anyway. And then I was like, oh, okay, they went away and the dog got lost. And I just downloaded his dash cam footage. And then I was like, okay, an asshole for doing it without telling him, maybe, but like not an asshole for doing it because obviously if you see a direction, you might be able to find out where your dog went.
Good catch, good catch.
You know what I mean? And then it was like, let me give you an explanation as to what happened afterward to sway the reader's decision.
Your thought process still?
Yeah, like it's still, yeah. Like, let me give you like, oh, I checked his dash cam footage to see blah, 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 period. And now we can rate on whether or not she's an asshole for looking at it. But now we've got the added part where he actually fucked up.
Right.
Which makes the decision that he's an asshole.
Right.
Because clearly he did it for whatever reason.
Right.
But if you're putting that in there, you know the answer. So get the fuck off Reddit and find out what he's going to do to your kid when he's sick of them. Did I go too far?
I don't know.
Look on your face.
I was just like, whoa, wasn't expecting that part.
Well, it's just...
I don't think you're wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. You do or you don't.
You're giving the dog too much attention, so I brought her to her farm to find.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like you trust your husband, but this is the one little thing where it was
this
like
is
you
like,
didn't think this would happen, but
this
you
is
have
like
evidence that backs like
panini. Like this doesn't
Right.
make sense.
Exactly.
Also, papini.
I thought you were doing that on purpose.
Say,
You're welcome for giving you credit. I digress.
Yeah, we should have just done a podcast about
I know.
just about our conversation. I'm forever going to stand by my personal belief that I don't give a fuck how you got the information you needed when it confirms your suspicion.
I think that's why I brought it up, was to hear this shit.
Because I don't give a shit.
Yep.
If I violated your privacy.
I was fucking right.
When you violated my trust.
Yep.
You violated my emotions.
But when you have that feeling and you do all of this and you don't find anything and decide to write this, are you the asshole for violating theirs? When you cannot prove that they violated yours. This is food for thought because this is getting way off track.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a different episode.
Yeah, we will.
We'll just do a cheating relationships one.
I don't remember the question.
Are you the asshole?
Is the wife the asshole? Okay. No, she is not. The story didn't add up, so she did what she needs to do
I
to
don't think she's the
get to the
asshole.
bottom of it.
Sorry. He's a shit.
That is such.
That's it. That's terrible.
I know. Go fetch.
I know. I see like an
You're 13 years
ASPCA
old.
commercial.
You're half dead.
Right.
And first of all, I'm making you fetch.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, before you're not even going to get to the frisbee before you even know that I'm gone.
I know. Like the
Poor
ankle
thing.
biter. It's like I came back like where's George?
I'm already trotting to the frisbee
Yeah,
with all my
fox
might,
trotting.
and you're just gone before I can.
Yeah, all good. I think he's the asshole, not her.
Well, Reddit said not the asshole.
Reddit is so wise sometimes.
This thread is now locked due to an excess of rule violations.
Oh my God. So everything I said is on that fucking thread.
Not the asshole. Keep your dog and daughter and leave the husband in another state to find another family he'd have a better life with.
Only if you make him fetch in a cornfield.
OP would only be an asshole if she leaves him alone with that dog again.
Mm.
He didn't drop it at a shelter. He left a senior dog alone to starve or die of exposure.
Oh my God, stop.
Mm.
Good questions, Biff.
Yes. We didn't get an asshole one.
Oh, we didn't. Probably because there's two of them reading it.
Lost me.
You and me.
Oh, we're the assholes. Got it. Welcome back to
Because we're not like
the
yes and no. We're
podcast.
like, actually, what you need is a psychiatrist.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Bunch of assholes or not?
Yeah.
I mean, the
Smashed
question's
ones?
not us.
Not us. We already know who we are.
Yeah, we're not smashed
No,
assholes.
No, we're whole succulent assholes.
We're gastronomical assholes.
Delicious, nutritious, and so fucking vicious.
Why can't that be our closing line?
I know. Instead, we're like, you've been ill-advised. Send us all your questions, comments, and all your concerns.
And wine.
And then we'll catch you next week. But until then, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. You look good when you belch like that.
Check all his dash cams.
And if your puppy goes missing, I don't know where I was going with that. And thank you for listening.
You've been ill-advised.
Sure have. That was terrible.
I was like, if your puppy goes missing, belch at dinner. But then I was like,
way
well,
better.
I don't.
Do you want to finish these from now on?
Ill-Advised is hosted and produced by Stephanie and Ray.
AKA your Biffs.
Send us your questions, your comments, all of your concerns
And your drink recommendations.
to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com. You can catch up on all of our episodes and our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.
On Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen.
You've been ill-advised.